Finding a classic project car under $1,000 might sound impossible these days, but you'd be surprised at what's still out there. From forgotten Pontiacs to rare European imports, today we've got 10 budget-friendly classics that could be saved, restored, or turned into something completely new. Let's take a look at what you can pick up for less than $1,000. Number 1. The 1976 Pontiac Grand Prix, listed at $900 in Statesville. This big two-door cruiser still has its original 350 engine paired with a 400 transmission. The motor actually runs fine. It cranks up, no smoke, no weird noises, and it idles smooth, at least until the carburetor bowls dry out. The big issue here is the transmission, which doesn't work, and the front end is pretty banged up. The seller even says it's headed to the scrapyard once the ad expires. Still, for someone who wants to save a Grand Prix or pull some useful parts, this could be the last chance. Number 2. The 1968 Pontiac Bonneville, priced at $950 out of Staten Island. Here we've got a full-size classic with a clean title. The odometer shows 38,000 miles, though it's rolled over, and it's said to run and drive. For under $1,000, that's not bad at all for a Bonneville. Big body, plenty of chrome, and a nameplate that's pure Pontiac history. If you're into full-size cruisers, this one's worth a look. Number 3. The 1977 Triumph TR7, $999 in Syracuse. Now here's something a little different. The TR7 was known for its wedge-shaped styling, and this one comes with not just one car, but two. The main project is a red 76 with a 2.0-liter engine and a 4-speed manual. The seller's also throwing in a 1979 TR7 parts car that has a 5-speed setup. The engine was rebuilt back in 2003, and the car's got no rust underneath or on the body. The carbs need work, but extras are included. For the right person, this could be restored or maybe even turned into a V8 swapped TR8 clone, since those were factory built with the old Buick-derived Rover V8. Pretty cool potential here. Number 4. The 1974 Alfa Romeo Spider, listed at $1,000 in Staten Island and Brooklyn. This little blue convertible has seen better days. The body has quite a bit of rust, and the seller is mostly offering it as a parts car. But for Alfa fans, there's still some value here. Lots of usable pieces, and the engine had relatively low mileage back when the car was still in use. The ad even mentions delivery available. So while it may not be a full restoration candidate, it could help keep other Spiders on the road. Number 5. The 1964 AMC Ramler Classic Coupe, $975 in Ormond Beach. This one's been sitting for a long time, tucked away in a garage. It doesn't run, and unfortunately there's no title. But at under $1,000, it could be either a full restoration project or a solid source for parts. AMC cars don't show up nearly as often as the big three makes, so if you've been hunting for a Rambler Classic, this might be your shot to scoop one up. Number 6. The 1963 Chevrolet Corvair Monza Coupe, listed at $950 in Katy, Texas. Here's a sporty little two-door with a 4-speed manual. This one's a non-runner and will need to be towed away, but it's said to be complete. The seller picked it up years ago as part of a collection, but health issues mean it's time to let it go. There's no title, though a bill of sale will be provided. It's a bit dusty and has some small dents and rust spots, but Monzas with manuals always draw attention in the project car world. Number 7. The 1959 Ford Galaxy, or maybe a Fairlane 500, priced at $995 in Wolcott, Vermont. The seller isn't entirely sure which model this is, but either way, it's a big late 50s Ford sedan. The odometer shows just under 50,000 miles, and that looks believable. The engine has already been pulled, so it's being sold more as a donor or restoration shell. The glass is all good except for the windshield, and the seller mentions the rear axle alone could be a great piece for a hot rod project. At this price, you're mostly buying potential and parts. Number 8. The 1965 Studebaker TransStar pickup, $500 flat. Now here's a real bargain basement find. A 1-ton Studebaker with a V8 and 4-speed manual. It doesn't run and there's no title, but for just $500, it could be worth it for parts alone. Trucks like this don't pop up often, and while restoring it would be a big challenge, just seeing Studebaker on the hood makes it something special. Number 9. The 1968 Ford Cortina, priced at $1,000 in San Antonio. This one has quite the backstory. The interior caught fire back in 1995, and while the car's been stored indoors ever since, it hasn't been touched much. The engine is no longer included, though most of the other pieces are still with the car. The good news? It's got a clean title, and the body is still intact. The Cortina is one of those small sedans that has a strong following among enthusiasts, especially fans of vintage European Fords. Definitely a rare sight in the US. And finally, we've got a 1949 Dodge 4-door project, listed at $1,000 in Rochelle, Illinois. And finally, we've got a post-war Dodge sedan. The seller describes it as a good rat rod candidate. The body is fairly solid, though it does need floor work, and there's no interior to speak of. The engine and transmission are missing, but replacements are available at extra cost. Cars from this era have a ton of character, and with that clean title, this one could either become a full custom build or just a cool patina cruiser. And that wraps up our list of 10 project cars under $1,000. Some of these might only be good for parts, while others could become a full-on restoration or even a custom build. Which one caught your eye the most? Let me know in the comments below. I always enjoy hearing your take on these finds. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more classic car hunts every week.